This is the Star News Brief from Tina Mombono. This was an unprecedented year. It was the year when the human race and livelihoods faced an existential threat from a new coronavirus disease. Yet, despite that threat and lack of knowledge, one group of people risked their own lives. Some died in the line of duty, yet they persisted, sacrificed, and saved many lives. They worked in stressful and frightening work environments, not just because the virus was little understood, but because in most settings they were underprotected, overworked, and themselves vulnerable to infection. The heroism, dedication, and selflessness of medical workers, ranging from hospital cleaners to ambulance drivers to lab attendants to nurses to doctors, showed consistently and reassured the country that we will overcome this virus. Health workers also faced considerable mental stress. It is often forgotten that as humans, they feel the sorrow of loss when their patients succumb to the virus. They too have families, and so will also naturally be fearful that the virus might reach those they love most. It therefore did not surprise us when readers picked medical workers as the Star Person of the Year 2020. Get a copy of the Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. Picture a young nurse thrust into a war against a deadly pandemic with no known cure ravaging the country. He heads a 300-bed COVID-19 isolation center at a county referral hospital. He trains medical teams, manages the facility, ensures adequate personnel, drugs and equipment are available to treat COVID patients. He must also make sure the medical teams are protected against the highly infectious virus. The teams work in 2 shifts for 2 weeks and then go into self-isolation for another 2 weeks. They operate from a hotel. They can't go straight home after work to avoid possibly infecting their families in case they had contracted the virus on duty but were symptomatic. Nurse Leonard Otieno, 31, takes everything in stride at Siaya County Referral Hospital. He is separated from his wife and daughter, aged 3.5 years, and from his friends. What keeps him going is his dedication to serving patients, and he is proud of it. To know one life has breathed easier because you have lived is one of the ways essayist Ralph Waldo Emerson defined success. And this definition is embodied by the pick for the Star Person of the Year 2020, who will be announced on Thursday. The spotlight will be shared by fellow nominees in a 13-person shortlist comprising healthcare workers, government officials, activists, lawyers, business persons, and social change agents. In their own ways, their endeavors have earned the respect of Kenyans, with 2,700 responding to a call for nominations last month. This marked a departure from tradition since 2018 when the awards started. From controlling the process, editors restricted themselves to the final say, with the committee vetting the most voted for to come up with a shortlist. Deputy President William Ruto's camp was on Wednesday acting fired up after a successful run in the Msambweni by-election where its preferred candidate dethroned ODM. But it was not only the win in Msambweni that was giving the Hustle Nation hope. Tanga allied candidates also won comfortably in 2 MCA by-elections in Murang'a and Nakuru, trouncing the ruling Jubilee Party opponents. While congratulating Faisal Bader after winning in Msambweni, Ruto said that democracy and people power had triumphed. The win was seen as a blow to ODM leader Raila Odinga, who had declared that the contest was a litmus test for the planned BBI referendum, which Ruto's side is opposed to. Schools will next week break for the Christmas holiday as they prepare for a full-scale reopening in January. But the Kenya Secondary School Heads Association argues for schools' operations to kickstart, government and parents will need to ensure financial availability for school activities. The head teachers say that without funding, school operations are threatened and could jeopardize learners' safety due to COVID-19. Also sought are interventions to help identify and return learners who might have dropped out during the long period they have been out of class. The heads also seek training for both teachers and learners on the coronavirus and prevention strategies. Get a copy of the Star by subscribing to our e-paper for only 10 shillings by dialing *550*3#. You can also get more on the Star website.